let's say, yes, it does happen. CM Punk enters Royal Rumble 2024. He wins. He gets the Mania shot. Do you think Kevin Owens would be open to wrestling him? First of all, let me preface before you answer. I know that Kevin Owens is like the epitome of professionalism, and he's gonna do what's asked of him. However, and I didn't think about it when it first came out that he wanted to wrestle Kevin Owens. I was like, oh, it makes sense. First of all, it's Kevin Owens, duh. Then Kevin Owens had the match with Austin. Then my sister was like, but Kevin Owens is best friends with the Young Bucks. So does that throw in? Does he do what he's asked of because it's his job, or does he like, I can't do that to my best friends? Or maybe he does and shoots on him a little bit.
Ooh, listen, it's irresistible to actually drop some nuggets of where you left from, what happened, just a little taste of it, because Kevin can go in on people when he wants to, when he has the freedom to just smoke people. So for that alone, I think Kevin will do business because they're not here. They're not in the company. So therefore, he can text them, let them know, listen, this is business. They pay me a lot of money to do this. So I'm going to do this for myself. But I love y'all. But I'm going to have some shots in my promo to let you know I got y'all's back on this. It'll be great television because it's the meta of it all, the behind the scenes of their actual friendship, and how Punk can kind of lean in that too without getting sued.
Right. yeah. Definitely can't be making BTE skits apparently, and that he thinks the shots at him. But and if Kevin, I don't know if haven't really thought about this much. I guess the only other, if Kevin Owens is like, nah, you can't pay me enough, I'm not gonna, I'm out. Or maybe they're just like, no, we're not giving you Kevin Owens. Is there anybody else? I mean, clearly Cody Rhodes would be like, I think the ultimate, just because it's an FU to AEW from everybody involved. I mean, not that Cody's not that type of guy. Like, we know Cody is like the epitome of professionalism. He is when he is the company guy. Like, when he is in your company, he is all about you and nobody else. But he started that company, and I think it would be hard for him to fully go out there. But then again, on the other hand, Cody is who he is, and he's fantastic at it. And so I think, like, do you think it would be Cody, or do you think it would be somebody else in the company? Well, I know, and of course, Finn Balor made the comment that he would wrestle a broom if he was going to make money. So, do you have any other thoughts on who it could potentially be if it's not Kevin Owens?
Man, Cody's spicy too. There's like so many intertwining stories that you can tell on WWE television that gets AEW over at the exact same time. It's like, really, what can you possibly say? Like, Cody can say, Punk, you try to kill my creation and you try to come back here and kill this creation. Not on my watch. Like, now playing the role of Hangman Page is Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, that's the thing. I was like, as much as like, if you leave the personal stuff out of it, there's so much money to be made, and that can be left on the table, even if it's a one-off. But then, does Punk, is it a one-off? I have a feeling that I don't know that Punk can do a one-off. Like, I think once he gets his moment, he's gonna be like, I want to come back for SummerSlam. I want to come back. I'm going to finish the story. I'm going to dethrone Roman Reigns. I'm going to, like, I think that, I don't know if CM Punk can just do I mean, maybe he gets his one off and he gets inducted into maybe they're like, if you do WrestleMania, we'll induct you into the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Or do they, I was like, on the one hand, I was like, will Vince allow this stuff? But Vince is a shrewd businessman, as we've all seen for decades. He will do whatever makes him the most money. And I think it would be hard for him to not, and I think he would see it as a shot. I think more than anything, more than the money, he would see it as, this is a shot at AEW, and this is a direct hit on them. I already took Cody from them. I will bring back this man that I can't stand, that I made leave my building. Maybe he leaves the building for this match.
I mean, it's possible. We've seen crazier things happen in WWE. And what would be crazy is that Vince, as wily as he is, he's not in the day-to-day as he used to be, but he's a shrewd, smart businessman.
Mhm.
And to possibly bring back CM Punk to say, hey, guess what? We can facilitate peace. There'll be no fighting here because he's not gonna buck on me. He's not gonna buck on Nick Khan. He's not gonna buck on Triple H. He's not gonna buck on any of us.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. We're
And
gonna
he ain't
facilitate
running to the
peace.
dirt sheets neither.
No, there's gonna be none of that. We have that on lockdown. So
Yeah.
for him to come back to an environment where really there's no one to fight legitimately, there's no one to get into a brawl with because backstage now is it's a bit more mature, a bit more relaxed. Everybody's to themselves. It's all on him to try to make peace. And this is your shot now, your last opportunity really to make a lot of money and to prove to yourself that, you know what, I am not who they say I am, because the last couple of years, we've seen a lot of stuff. And I
Right.
don't think he would want to end his career on that note of being a troublemaker, of
Right.
being a person that causes drama behind the scenes. So
Mhm.
this is your last shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it too. Like the more I think about it, like cuz like that was the whole reason he came back to AEW was like he wanted to finish his career on, on his terms, and before things got way out of hand, like he was really happy to be there. He wanted to work with all these younger guys, and he did. Like he worked with Darby, he worked with Hobbs, he was putting over Ricky Starks before all of this nonsense, and he was, he did the amazing series with MJF. There was a lot on the table for that had somebody behaved themselves for 6 months. Supposedly was what supposedly what he was supposed to do. And so, and then now you ruined it once again. And so yeah, I don't know that he just goes off quietly. I think he's pissed off. Probably more at himself, but he's never going to admit that he's pissed off at himself. And so I think he's going to try to go out on his own terms. Who knows if it blows up spectacularly again. I mean, we thought this one, I mean, AEW was a slam dunk for him, and he still found a way to self-sabotage himself, and then there's the possibility of Impact. Apparently there was at some point there was an Impact deal where the rumor was it was, I think, 4 matches, and they were going to pay him into the 7 figures, was the rumor. And so, I mean, and Chris Bay, like the day after he got fired, Chris Bay was like, I'll wrestle you, and posted a picture of CM Punk when he used to be in TNA and had long blonde hair. And I was like, I mean, somebody like Chris Bay, that would be like a huge match for him. And if CM Punk is serious about putting over like the young guys, then like Chris Bay is definitely one of the talents to do it with. And so I was like, and he went to in that same weekend, I think that same weekend or right around that time that he went to the WWE locker room, he went to the Impact locker room because he was there just hanging out, and there was like a picture of him with Jordan Grace, and apparently I think somebody said that like he was playing Uno with some of the talent. And I feel like I read something about him buying pizza or buying food or doing something for them. So it sounds like he's like making friends in the locker room. So if he screws up somewhere, maybe he'll be welcomed back with another company. So maybe he hits up Impact and takes his, if they are still offering that deal, and then maybe he'll head on over to WWE, or maybe he'll get his Mania moment, get inducted into the Hall of Fame, and then he'll go hit up Impact for four shows, and then ride off into the sunset. I don't know.
Listen, this guy is very sneaky. I give him credit. He was mingling in the right locker rooms, talk to the right people, mending the right fences. And look at this. If he does this, if he finesses this, he'll be inducted into 2 Hall of Fames, the WWE and Impact Hall of Fame for those 4 matches.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can't blame him. I mean, at least he's figuring out, he's working the system for himself. And like you said, he can maybe repair that image a little bit and be like, see, I'm not a troublemaker. It's those other guys.